Hello folks, it's Nana GL54 Janet. Hello! And what do you see? Do you see fairies? I have a fairy destash kit. If anybody's interested, it's going to be springtime. I know a lot of you are snowed in, but it will be springtime eventually. And I know the stores all have out their fairy garden stuff. So I am cleaning out my craft room and I thought I would put together a couple of these kits. This is fabric, and I believe it's 36-inch wide, double-sided. So this is double-sided, not double-sided. Okay, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Hold on. It's doubled. That's what I want to say. It's doubled. And so I have more. I cut a length that would make a good pillow, or what I was thinking is to take and sew around these with a different backing, like a muslin backing, and sew around them and make them like little fairy dolls. Anything you choose, or you could glue it to a background and then build around it. But yes, this big swatch of fabric. And I'll put the measurements down below in the description. So, and I cut around the fairies so that none of the fairies would lose their heads. So I cut around the fairies. See? Look how cute. So I'm going to show you what's in this kit, and this will be for US only. And so there's this little butterfly light, and it does light up. It's a little tiny light. It has to be really dark for anything to show. But you can alcohol ink the underneath of the butterfly, and it should reflect the light more, and if you put a metallic into your alcohol ink, it will reflect even more. So that little butterfly light, let's see, let me start with the good stuff. Okay, the good stuff is this little wishing well with the two little birdies on it, and it's white plastic. If you want to paint it, you can. And then these are wooden people, and you can paint them and make them into fairies if you like. I'm giving you fabric and tools so you can make them into little fairies if you like. These are garden pots. You have 1, 2, 3 garden pots, varying sizes, and they're made out of clay. And let's see, spools. I thought the fairies could sit on spools, or you could make these spools into toadstools if you'd like to use some of the scraps of the fabric to stuff and make the top of this a toadstool. Made a big one and a little one. These are vintage wooden spools. They're old. Those. Okay. I thought I would throw in some, there's 1, 2, what are these? These are candy molds, I believe, metal, tin. And so I threw in 3, and you can turn those over and glue moss on them and make them little places for fairies to land or sit or plant a plant on or in. So those are cute. These are vintage, they're little flowers. And if you'll see, I looked through all of them, they all have this one petal that looks like it's broken off, but they were all made that way. So these are very cute to work with, little flowers for your fairy garden. And okay, so corks to make it look like wood, or you can make toadstools, or anything you want. You could build a little like opening to a tree, a little doorway, whatever you like. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 corks here, and they're long ones. They're not the short ones, and they're cork. Okay, and then the fairy. this is supposed to be an angel, but does that look like a fairy to you? And she has her arms. And is that a oh, she's got arms and legs. Arms and legs. She's got arms and legs. So you can make your own little fairy doll. Look how cute she is. Okay, and then I gave you things to make your fairy doll with. And there's pink tulle. There's this soft mauvey lavender wide lace, and there's a little less than a yard. There is, okay, there's this, and this is blue and green strips of tulle. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but there's plenty in here to make like a dual color fairy skirt or dress or whatever. There's a whole lot in here. There's this beautiful green lace, and there's, I believe, a yard of this lace in here, maybe more. There's this fabric, and then and there's it's a pretty big piece. You have enough to make a fairy dress or whatever. Okay, 2 of these crystals, but they're clear, so I don't know. Here they are. 2 of these crystals, and you can either, they're flat back, so they're plastic. They're made to look like chandelier drops, but you can put a paper in the center or alcohol ink them or whatever. You can glue them together to make 1 crystal, or glue them on a background to make 2 crystals. So you've got those. And then these are the little doodads, the little, you know, snips of lace and things. And I thought this went really, really well with all of the glitter. I don't know if you could tell, but it is super glittery. It's more glittery than you can see in the video. Way more glittery. It's gorgeous. It's just, there's some glitter right there. So there's a length of this. This is a little more than 12 inches. Gathered down the middle. There is this green. Need a little green in the forest. There's a whole bunch of this. I don't know how much. Maybe 2.5 yards of this. There is, I believe, 2 or 3 yards of this. And then there's approximately 1 yard of this. And this is oh so glittery and pretty. And what else? Let's see. Oh, and this is the pièce de résistance. I think the fairies should have a tea party. So there's this. And this is porcelain. You'll get a 1 teacup and saucer. Whoopsie. 1 teapot. And 1 sugar bowl. And that will come with the fairy garden kit. So shipped, this is going to be $30. If I find more pieces that I can put in here, I will. And the first come, first serve, US only, as I said before. And put your email, your PayPal address in the description. I mean, in the comments, and I'll send you an invoice. And I just think this fairy is oh so cute. Now the other, when I make another kit, if anybody's interested, I have more of these, but they have different faces. So yeah, let me know if you're interested. And I will have some lace, destash vintage lace kits, and some mixed media things. So if you're interested in mixed media, private message me, and I'll let you be first choose. Okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye.